In a rare and chilling testimony, an Iranian soldier offers a first-hand account of Israel's recent airstrike on one of Iran's most strategic military bases. The soldier speaks anonymously, risking severe punishment from Iranian authorities, who have threatened citizens with 10 years in prison simply for sharing videos of Israeli strikes. This secret testimony sheds light on the devastating impact of the attack and the heavy hand of Iran's regime in controlling the flow of information. On October 25, 2024, Israel launched a targeted strike on Iran, aiming at a vital military base in Parandak. While Iranian officials initially downplayed the strike, dismissing it as insignificant, their tight grip on the story only fueled public speculation. Reports and videos of the strike were swiftly censored, and police warned that anyone caught sending footage to Western media, particularly those linked to Israel, would face harsh penalties. The message was clear: sharing the truth could cost you a decade of your life in prison. Despite these threats, we have received exclusive testimony from an Iranian soldier stationed at this Parandak base. His words, delivered in secrecy, reveal a hidden world within Iran's military, and a level of damage Iran could no longer deny. The soldier said the following: "People think Parandak is just a desert with nothing important, but in reality it's one of the most strategic bases in Tehran, maybe even all of Iran. We don't just have one general there, we have two. That's how important this place is." Under the cover of night, Israeli drones crossed into Iranian airspace undetected. Their target, Parandak, a base considered essential to Iran's defense structure. Within moments, the drones released their payload, sending shockwaves through the site. "The drones came in suddenly," the soldier said. "I remember hearing a blast, then chaos. 4 officers died instantly, along with 1 soldier. For us, it was a clear message. Israel wanted us to know their capabilities." The strike wasn't random. It was a deliberate test of Iran's ability to defend its most sensitive military sites. Iran's response? Silence, and an official narrative that downplayed the strike's significance. The soldier's testimony reveals secrets hidden beneath Parandak's surface. This base, tucked away from the bustling streets of Tehran, serves as a strategic stockpile of Iran's military might. The soldier said the following: "In Tehran, you won't find a base like this. I've been inside and seen the missile storage myself. There are missiles, ammunition, and military supplies everywhere. If Israel knew about it, there's no doubt they'd try to take it out completely. Parandak may look like an empty desert, but it's the heart of Iran's defense. Buried beneath this remote base lies a network of missile storage, weapons, and strategic resources. Parandak isn't just a base. It's a vault of Iran's military ambitions, housing an arsenal meant to deter any potential adversaries." Following the strike, Iran's government scrambled to control the narrative, imposing strict censorship and intimidating citizens with severe penalties. Police patrols warned that any footage shared with foreign media, particularly with Israeli connections, would result in prison sentences. For Iran, this strike was more than a breach of its borders. It was a blow to its image of invincibility. Yet, despite their efforts to stifle the story, Iran's leaders found themselves facing questions from within, as ordinary Iranians began to realize the limitations of their own country's defenses. The soldier said the following: "I heard officers say this was a test from Israel to see if we could respond, but we couldn't stop them. The equipment we have is outdated, and Israel's forces are just more advanced." The soldier's testimony paints a stark contrast. On one side, Israel's precision, technology, and readiness. On the other, Iran's struggling defenses, reliant on equipment from a bygone era. This gap has not gone unnoticed, even within Iran. The soldiers said the following: after the attack, they told us to stay quiet. We weren't supposed to talk about the losses or the damage, but everyone knew. Israel's systems are just more professional and modern than what we have. For Iran, the strike on Parandak isn't just a military loss. It's a wake-up call. Despite Iran's public show of strength, this attack highlights vulnerabilities they've worked hard to conceal. While Iranian officials avoid bold statements, and while tensions remain high, both Israel and the U.S. watch closely. This strike has shifted the balance, exposing Iran's weaknesses to its own citizens and sparking quiet conversations about the nation's future. The soldier's testimony, smuggled out at a great personal risk, brings us closer to understanding the growing pressure within Iran. For a regime that prides itself on resilience, this strike leaves an undeniable mark. As we hear these rare and powerful words from inside Iran, we're left with some pressing questions. With the recent Israeli strike on October 25th, what happens next? How will Donald Trump's re-election influence the already tense relationship between Israel and Iran, particularly because Iran tried to assassinate both Donald Trump and Bibi Netanyahu? And with Trump returning to the White House, will Iran still retaliate? We'd love to hear your thoughts. How do you think Trump's leadership could impact Israel and Iran's interactions? Will Iran choose a different path forward? Let us know in the comments below. And if you find value in exclusive stories like this, please consider supporting our channel. You can click thanks or even join our community by clicking join below to help us bring more stories to light. Stay tuned for more details and subscribe for the latest updates on this and other critical stories from the Middle East. Your support means everything to us as we continue to share exclusive insights from around the world. Your participation truly makes a difference. By sharing these stories, you're helping to bring more awareness to the complexities and realities of life in Israel and in the Middle East. As we continue to uncover exclusive insights, we invite you to be part of our community. Every comment, like, and share helps us grow and keep you informed on events that shape not just this region, but the entire world. Together, we can deepen understanding and bridge divides, one story at a time. Thank you very much for watching.